back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Rue and I love colorful indie makeup, small brands, things like that. I do also dip into some bigger brands, but most of what you'll see on my channel here is the little guys. I love them so much. I love their color stories, quality, just everything. But today we are doing a bit of a review roundup here. I've gotten quite a few palettes in my collection in the past year or so, and I haven't come back to give a genuine review. I've also gotten a few other things here that I wanted to talk about. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and hop in. Most of these palettes that I'm talking about either came from my ice cream beauty box is the main thing. I miss it so much. I wish they wouldn't have fallen off the face of the earth because they were amazing. I've also gotten a few of these in PR. I will let you know which ones are from PR. And then I've ordered a couple from the brand's websites. I also have a few other products that I'll be talking about here that I just have notes that I want to mention. And that's it. So let's go ahead and hop in. I have a lot of palettes. I'll try not to make the whole video about palettes because I do have other things, but we're going to start with the palettes. This one is from Clarity Cosmetics. This is their Bloom palette. I got this in, I believe, my first ice cream beauty box. I really do love it. I think it's beautiful. This shade came in broken. I got it resent and it came in broken again. One of these, I think it was this one, also came in broken, but the replacement did not come in broken. This one I just had to press into it and call it good enough, but it is what it is. I really like this, but I wish one of these two pinky mattes was quite a bit lighter. I think having a better transition shade, something a little bit more pastel-y, would have really pulled this palette together. Aside from that, I do love it, and the quality is really nice. I'm not going in order of when I got it because that's just too difficult, but let's go ahead and go into my Beauty Moon Cosmetic Trick and Treat palette first. So this is the Treat palette. I really love this. It has a good mix of depth, midtones, and even a pastel in here. The shimmers are beautiful. I will say shimmers like this sometimes crease on me. Most of these palettes have some shimmers that will crease on me. I'll let you know which ones do and don't. It might be the primers I'm using right now. I used to use the NYX Glitter Grasp or Glitter Glue. I can't find it in Canada anymore, and it is what it is. So I do experience some creasing, but it is still a beautiful color story. I really love this palette. Honestly, same goes for the Trick palette. I think they were both beautiful additions to my collection. I love them. They both came in my ice cream beauty box. I got to pick one, and then I ended up paying, I think it was like an extra $5 US to get both. So it was like, I don't know, maybe $10 extra to get the second one. No regrets. I love both of them. Having them in my collection, they're so beautiful. I love this purple shade, this orange shade. I would say, I feel like the purple shade has creased on me before. I don't care. It's beautiful. And it has like a bit of a red shift. So I love pairing it with these two. Absolutely beautiful palette. Honestly, none of the palettes are going to have any big dislikes about them, so you can always fast forward if you don't care. This one is from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Thinking of You palette. This one I ordered while it was on sale. It was very discounted, and I didn't have a lot of neutrals in my collection at that time. I really like it, but a couple shades did come in broken. I believe it was these, no, it was these two came in broken. My whole order came in with a big, fist-sized hole in the box. It was insane. That's somewhere on my channel from back when I ordered this. No complaints quality-wise, though. I do really enjoy this palette. Trying to get through it quickly. Next up, we have the La Petite Maison palette. This was a collaboration between Gourmand Girls. I believe Doodles by the Bunny designed it, I think. And then for the Ice Cream Beauty Box, beautiful color story. I really do enjoy it. This shade creases on me, and then I think this one as well, I believe. Still beautiful, still works absolutely stunning. I love this shade. Honestly, all of the shades do work well. Everything blends well, very pigmented, really beautiful palette. And it's my only Gourmand Girls palette at the moment. I really do want to change that and get more in my collection. Next up is the Lonely Scarecrow from Poppy and Fluff. This palette really surprised me when I first saw it, because these came one after the other, and I felt like they were very similar. I was almost disappointed to get them both one right after the other in my ice cream beauty box, but honestly, I love both of them, and they both have some differences to make them really fun to play with. So yeah, I ended up very happy to get them both, but when I originally saw them one after the other, I felt like there were a few too many similarities. Nonetheless, this red is one of the prettiest reds in my collection. I love these shades. I will say that this one did come in broken. It definitely seeped a lot of oil after I pressed it back, so I'm very gentle using this shade. But aside from that, I really, really do love this palette. I think the quality on it is beautiful. And yeah, I love playing with it. All the shades are really fun. Some of them have really beautiful shifts to them, and all the mattes are very blendable and pigmented. So I was very, very pleased with this one. And that's one thing I loved about Ice Cream Beauty is I got to try so many new brands because of Ice Cream Beauty. Another brand I got to try out thanks to Ice Cream Beauty was the Ladybug Glow. This one is Grunge Resolution. I love this color story. This one is so beautiful. It has 2 lighter toned shades, a couple like mid-tones, and then a couple nice deepening tones. It's absolutely stunning. The shimmers on it are beautiful. I do get some creasing with this palette as well. I think these, honestly, they probably all crease looking at them. I'm not 100% sure, but like they are stunning, and I absolutely love, love, love this color story. I feel so creative playing with this. I've done so many pastel looks with this palette. Originally when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's like pretty deep with just a little bit of pastel, but I really love this color story. It's absolutely beautiful, and this orange is so shifty depending on what you put it beside. Such a cool color story. Sorry, you're hearing like the same stuff over and over again. We also got the Efflorescence palette from Blend Bunny. Real quick here, I love this. It's a great addition to a lot of shades. If I need a light shimmer, I will dip into this all the time for brow bone, inner corner. This is the palette I have on my eyes for shimmer today. All of the shimmers you see are this palette. I love this palette. It's beautiful. The last 3 I'm going to talk about I did get in PR. We'll start with the Blight Moon palette just because it was on top. I love this color story. Again, I do experience creasing for sure with this one, and I think with this one as well. But the color story is really beautiful. Everything is quite pigmented. I think the yellow could be a little more pigmented, but it does work pretty well. Like, I don't really have any qualms with it. I really enjoy the quality of this palette as well. Indie makeup just slaps. It slaps, honestly. Next up, we have the Floresta Inverno palette from Ladybug Glow. Again, I did receive this one in PR. We've got just one lighter shade, and then we've got, honestly, this one and this one, they do perform more deep than they look like in the pan, so there's not a lot of mid-tones. Probably this is the only mid-tone, I would say, and then all of these end up being quite deep-toned, so I do think that it would have been nice to have one tone that was a little bit lighter, similar to this one, just something to help with blending things out, things like that. Aside from that, I think it's a really fun, beautiful color story, but I do feel a little bit more limited on this one versus the Grunge Resolution. But other than that, I do think it's beautiful. Everything performs really, really well. I loved this shade. I thought it was really, really cool, but it is a lot deeper than it looks like in the pan. Let me see if it looks deep swatched. So it does, like, it builds up very fast, and yeah, it's got a very deep look shade to it. It is beautiful, and I really do love this palette as well. The shimmers in it are stunning. I absolutely love this shimmer. I will say these two on the eyes look quite similar, but they are still beautiful. I really like this shimmer as well. Again, creasing does sometimes happen on me, but it's just what it is right now. It is not a big deal. I really do enjoy this palette though, and the shades in it are beautiful. I love this blue tone. So pretty. Yeah. Aside from maybe having, again, one more lighter tone in this palette, I think it's stunning. And lastly, we did get the Poppy and Fluff Flutters palette. I did receive this one in PR as well, and I don't think I would change anything about this palette. It's got some light tones. This one was surprising. It's more of a red to, like, rather than a brown. It has like a nice red, like burnt red shift to it. I really like it. And then we still got a couple browns for more neutral vibes. Blackthorn, yeah, Blackthorn is stunning. The shimmers perform beautifully. This one I was really, like, happily surprised by. I thought I would like it, but I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. It's a beautiful palette, and I'm really happy to have it in my collection. Those are all the palettes that I've gotten in my collection in the past while, so I'm honestly really pleased with everything that has come into my collection. I don't go out of my way to buy things that I'm not gonna like. Like, that's just the reality of things. I don't see a point. So thankfully, all of the things that have come into my collection, I've been really, really enjoying. Now let's talk about some other makeup things. So this is my Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I did have it a while ago in a shade that was too dark. I think I got the light shade. This one is the fair shade, and I love it. I think it's a great light coverage product. I really, really enjoy it. I thought I would, but I couldn't quite tell because I always had to mix the light shade with something else. This one I can just use on its own with a nice primed face, and it is absolutely beautiful. I really enjoy this. And then, as you all know, I have been trying to use up this CoverGirl Blurring Skin Tint. I am not a fan of it. I've figured out ways to make it somewhat work, but it's definitely not something I would repurchase. I do have skin that's more on the dry end versus oily, so things like this, where it's a matte finish, it's just not for me, which is something I have recently learned. I like that it has SPF in it, but honestly, I'm not pleased with the finish. I cannot wait to have it empty and out of my collection. We also have these lip glosses from Gourmand Girls. I thought I would like this shade better, but I actually like this one better. But I will say both of them feel like they're leaking, so I think I gotta prioritize getting them used up and out of my collection. This one, the cap popped off. A while ago I posted about it, I think just on my Instagram, and I ended up super gluing it back on, so I thought that's why it was leaking, because the super glue just wasn't quite a good enough hold. But I keep noticing when I pull this product out of my drawer that it's like kind of slimy and sludgy too, so I don't know if it's just like the packaging that's a problem. I haven't heard anyone else have any issues with these, so, or maybe this one is leaking onto this one. It's so hard to tell, but either way, I want to get these used up, because at the very least this one is leaking, and that means it's not sealed properly, which means it's going to go bad sooner rather than later. I think it was just a packaging defect. Again, I'm hoping it's just this one, but I'm having a hard time telling because this one keeps coming out feeling gross too, but none of my other products that are stored with these seem to have that issue, so I'm not sure what's going on with these ones. The product itself, I don't mind for a gloss. They're not my favorite, but that leaking is definitely stressing me out and making me think I need to get these used up. I did get both of those in my Ice Cream Beauty boxes, 2 different months, and yeah, I do think I just gotta try and get these out of my collection. I think you guys all know that this Essence Eyebrow Designer was kind of mid. I don't mind using it, but I'm not going to repurchase it. I don't really like the sharpenable one. I've realized I prefer Twist Up for a brow pencil, but I'm still going to use it up. I just don't love it. This Wet n Wild Fight Dirty setting spray, I don't really feel a difference when I do or don't use it. Half the time I forget to even bother putting it on because I never noticed a big difference with it. So I probably won't repurchase this one just because it never blew me away. But it doesn't really like do anything wrong either. We've got this leave-in treatment from Crown Hair Society. I got this as an add-on from one of my Ipsy bags, and I really am enjoying this one. I've already used up to about here, but like for $5, I thought it was a great deal, and I'm really, really enjoying that. We've got this body wash bar soap that I got from Jack59 in PR. I've only used it maybe 4 or 5 times, but I did want to mention that since I did my unboxing of this one, I have tried it, and it doesn't have that weird filmy feeling that bar soap usually has, and it also doesn't have that weird after smell that I personally experience with bar soap. So I am really like pleasantly surprised with this one. I'm really enjoying it because it smells quite nice, and it stays smelling like what you smell in the box. So if you like what it smells like in the box, if you try it, then you should like it using it. So I haven't used the shampoo and conditioner enough to have them in this video, but the body wash I use pretty much every day right now, so I feel like I've used it enough to at least let you know that it doesn't have either of those issues. This one is the Winky Luxe Very There Lip Oil. I literally opened this last night and I used it twice, but I love how this feels on the lips. I was blown away. I was very pleasantly surprised with this one. I'm thinking I'm going to switch out my Rhode Beauty. Oh, I was going to review that too. I should grab that. But I was going to switch out my Rhode Beauty and put that on my desk at home and put this one in my purse for being out and about because I was so pleasantly impressed by this. It feels so buttery and soft and just hydrating on the lips. I really like this lip oil. I'm going to grab the Rhode Beauty one too. Okay, so this one here is the Rhode Beauty Peptide Lip Tint. I really like this one. The scent of it smells chocolatey, which means that once it starts to smell, it'll smell really bad. But at the moment, it smells really good. I wouldn't say it's as hydrating. I originally really liked it when I first opened it, but now I'm kind of just... It is what it is. I definitely would not pay what they ask. I got this in an ice cream beauty box. I wouldn't pay that much money for this. I think this one is going to be way better for hydrating. This one, it's okay and it smells really nice. I don't have any like big complaints about it, but I don't see what all the fuss is about. Lastly, we've got a couple fragrances. So I'm going to start with the brand Okcha. This is not just this fragrance, it's all the fragrances I have from Okcha. I think the scents are quite nice, but they have no longevity. I'm really struggling with the longevity of Okcha, and I thought maybe it was just me, maybe I was the problem, but I've put on other fragrances and they still last quite a lot longer. So I just feel like I kind of... I'm not super pleased with this brand, which sucks because I placed 2 orders from them because I really do like how they smell. I can't get over the fact that I feel like I'll put it on and then before I leave the house, I need to reapply and then it's still gone after a couple minutes. Like, I just feel like there's no longevity from these. So the scents are beautiful, but I don't think I'm going to be doing another purchase from them because I'm just not super pleased with the longevity. I have tried things like making sure I was extra moisturized, body oil, things like that, because apparently fragrances stick better to that. But like, none of those tips and tricks seem to be working, so I might be done with Okcha. I'll use what I have in my collection, but I don't think I'm going to do any repurchasing. Just something to be aware of if you've been interested in the brand. I know they're getting kind of big on social media with influencers reviewing them and stuff. But for me personally, I can't get them to last on me. I can't. And I've tried quite a bit. Same goes for the Emco Beauty. This is supposed to be a dupe for one of the Sol de Janeiros. And I did get one just for funsies because I was like, you know what? They're getting sued for their being so similar. I just wanted to see what all the hype was about, and so I picked one of these up and it smells okay. I'm not blown away by the smell, but like it smells like it is a perfume, not like it is what it's supposed to smell like, if that makes sense. You know, when you like just know it's, oh, that's someone's perfume trying to smell like it's in disguise of something. So I'll use it up as well. Like, I've used a bit of it up. I'm trying to get it used up, but it doesn't have great longevity either, and I just wasn't super impressed by the fragrance either. So it's kind of mid, in my personal opinion. Next up, we have this Commodity Juice in Expressive. This one has great longevity. It's not my favorite scent because, again, it does smell like perfume, but it does smell like proper florally, woodsy kind of perfume, with a little bit of a sweetness, like a fruity sweetness. So I don't mind this one. I like the longevity, and if I could find a fragrance that I fell in love with, I would probably consider getting it because the longevity of this is really nice. And even this fragrance, I'm not big into floral, but I don't mind this one. So yeah. And then we do have a Sol de Janeiro in Cheirosa. This one as well, I like the scent of, and it does have better longevity. So for longevity, these 2 are the best in my collection, I think. The rest I'm just not super impressed by. This one also does smell quite nice. And I mean, for $5, even though it's quite a bit smaller, I think this is supposed to be like what the full size is. But I feel like I'll get a lot more bang for my buck, even with the tiny one, because it has better longevity and I don't need to use as much of it. So I will say that the Sol de Janeiro is superior to the MCO dupe. In my personal opinion, I think it would make more sense to just go for the OG. I think that is everything that I wanted to kind of talk about in this video. I'm sorry it was so much palettes, but I haven't done a roundup and I don't review or try a ton of things, so I can't do this kind of video super often, but I did feel like I had some products that I wanted to talk about with you guys, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of different video. I hope some of my opinions were useful and helpful, and I don't know. That, I think, is everything for today's video. Any codes that I do have, I will keep linked down below. I have a code for Poppy and Fluff. It's non-affiliated, so it just saves you some money. I have a code with Ladybug Glow. That one's affiliated. Sea Beauty Mall, which is how I got the Nwari Corn Blight Moon palette. I do have a code with them as well. I have a code with Do Colors for very specific items in their shop, but you're welcome to try it because I got some brushes in PR a while ago and they gave me a code. So I'll leave any codes that I have down below for you guys if you feel so inclined to trying anything out. Most of this stuff I purchased myself or got through my ice cream beauty box, but there were definitely a few PR things which I made sure to mention. So yeah, I think that's everything for today's video. If you did enjoy, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. It does help my channel out a lot, and if you want to see more content from me, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It basically just bookmarks my channel for you. If you want to be notified when I post, which is typically twice a week, you can hit that bell icon and you will be notified when I upload. You can also hype my channel if you feel so inclined to do so. That basically just pushes me out to other people to watch and help me kind of grow as a channel. Only do what you feel so inclined to do, and aside from that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to catching you in my next one. Bye!